Anthony Fantano. Anthony Fantano right now is getting canceled online. The most famous music reviewer, because there's clips resurfacing of him saying the hard ER, and also there's a clip of him making fun of someone, a black man with a noose around his neck, and also a clip of him laughing at a Trayvon Martin joke. Jesus, but he apologized and gave context. He, I guess, already apologized in the past for some of the stuff. One of them was the hard ER. I guess he was quoting a guy that was saying it and basically calling out the guy for saying it or something of that nature.
And because of that, you have to say it.
Ironically, right? So but he shouldn't have said it, especially, it was like Joe Rogan. Similar to when Joe Rogan said it, right? For like, whether it's like educational or et cetera, or just trying to quote someone, doesn't justify it and you shouldn't say it, right? Because you're a white man. Now, on top of that, he did break down, I guess the noose moment was just paper towel. And I guess it was like a parody video of people at the time hanging themselves from a noose, and it was like breaking paper towel. So he said that was taken out of context. And also the other moment, the Trayvon Martin clip, it was taken out of context because they chopped up the middle part when the guy laughed. They made it seem like he laughed fully at the Trayvon Martin joke, but he wasn't laughing at that. He was laughing at trying to pronounce someone else other than Trayvon. When you saw the full clips, to me it started making more sense. Like, I got it. But it was still a bit like weird, like especially the hard ER, because it was like multiple times. I think he said it right. Mm-hmm. If I'm him, it's just like, bro, it just felt weird because you cover hip hop so much, right? And I actually fuck with his opinion, even though I disagree with it so much. I do respect it because we're not supposed to agree with everyone's opinion. That's why people have opinions. And if you disagree with him, you disagree with him. People get mad. They make him like he you know, they make it a whole thing. It's like, no, bro, you agree or disagree, move on. You know, share your opinion, but move on. But people literally personalize it and like want to attack him every single time. But that's a part of the reaction review game, and he's had thick skin through it all. But for him to just see those clips, me personally, I never seen those clips. So I was like, what the fuck? It felt crazy, right? It felt really crazy. I'm like, what the hell? And on top of that, right, he did have I believe, if it wasn't a black girlfriend, it was a black wife. Let's just say girlfriend for now. So it's like, you know, these certain things about him. So it's like, I don't think he's a racist. I don't think he's, you know what I'm saying? But the clip, taken out of context fully, and it looks like he doesn't look like he's older, right? It looks like he still kind of looks similar to how he looks today, right? It's not like he's bald now and he had hair before.
What are we talking about?
Fantano, needle drop.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's like, what the fuck? Alchemist, the producer, called him out. Like, what the hell?
I sent that to you, yeah.
Drake is laughing. Drake posted him laughing because him and Drake have gone back and forth because he's been very critical of Drake's music, and Drake went in his DMs years ago making fun of him, giving him a review on his review. And then Drake posted a photo of Anthony Fantano laughing at him because he's being canceled right now because of what's happening, right? Anthony Fantano has to eat it. He has to eat it. You have to eat it. I would even say, unfortunately, he has to know that this is a part of it, right? When you're a creator as big as him, you're going to have your month or two where people literally cancel you if you do some dumb shit, right? Academics has done some dumb shit with the young kid on stream.
That was stupid.
Fantano, dumb shit with saying the hard ER. Why would you even, like, it's like, okay. Does that make them a racist? Does that make them these people? Do we define people by their worst moments forever, right? I think it's unfair. I don't go by that because I just know I'll be hypocritical to go by that. The thing is, people are calling Anthony Fantano hypocritical.
Yeah.
Because he
has done that.
He has gone off on people throughout their worst moments. And
yeah, he did it recently with Kendrick.
He's very, you know, politically educated, politically opinionated on certain situations. And I fuck with his opinions on certain things. Or like, okay, I like how he speaks up about Palestine. Like, he has these moments. So people are like, damn, you stand so strong on some shit, right? You call people out, and then look at you now. Like, you look crazy. The digital footprint is real. Yeah. When you do some shit online, it lives on forever, right? It lives on forever. And him doing it where it wasn't like in a serious setting with like a doctor or a teacher.
No.
And you're saying the hard ER.
It was South Park comedy.
It was like you were trying to be like dark humorous or making fun of someone. You know, you're quoting it but it's still like he had like almost like a look or uniform. Like when he was, didn't he have something on him when he was doing it, like glasses on?
Yeah.
Like it kind of almost like a Fantano character, for lack of a better term, that he kind of does during certain streams that he does separate from like his reviews. So it just came off comical and in poor taste. But he did apologize, and I guess he apologized in the past for certain things, especially the clip. I think Fader or someone like called him out in the past.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to portray him as a alt-right, bigoted, racist white man.
Yeah, and
he says that he's not that. And
Yeah.
I hope that he's not that, because he calls out alt-right, racist white men all the time. He does that. He calls them out. So it's like, oh shit, this is what you were in the past this whole time. You know, I don't think he is. I don't think Fantano's racist. I just think he is another white person that's done some dumbass shit like they always fucking do, right? Post Malone, Justin Bieber, like they always fucking with the heart. Like it's always, bro. Like it's crazy.
Because it was back then, so people didn't really like take it as serious. My issue is this with the Fantano thing. So I was really big into like political media when I first started, like 2015, 2014. Because before I was just studying it, but I was like, this is when the podcast started coming up.
Yeah.
So like Steven Crowder was coming up, Ben Shapiro was coming up.
This beer's delicious.
Rubin, Nick, what's his name? Rick Rubin, I think is his name.
Yeah.
He was coming up, and I'm watching a lot of these guys just to get the other side of the spectrum, and then I'm watching Young Turks at the same time and all those like progressive groups. So I'm shocked I never ran into this nigga, because his comedy was around politics. Like when you watch the whole 8-minute clip, a lot of it, especially like the feminist stuff that they were attacking for, which I don't really care about, was like anti-Hillary stuff. I was also repeating a lot of that stuff. I was very upset with the narrative around Hillary Clinton because I was a Bernie supporter at the time, and my energy was like, why are we voting for this person just because they're a woman? And that was the foundation of a lot of his jokes.
Yeah.
Was like, are we really gonna vote for this chick just because she's a woman? Like Bernie was the better candidate. I didn't care about that. I didn't care about those type of jokes. I didn't care about the PC joke because he was clearly a part of the group of people who I also was a part of, and I'm still to this day, who are against cancel culture, and they felt like it was killing comedy at the time. And that was a huge thing back in 2016. Like we were all saying this. The reason why Trump got elected was because of the way a lot of leftist people were acting and like silencing people, trying to like control narratives. The thing that killed me was Sam Hyde, and it's gonna kill me every time with a lot of you people, because Sam Hyde, at the time, I ran into him before, and I knew what he was. What Trump is today, and like a lot of his followers, were early Sam Hyde people. Like that narrative that there is a superiority amongst white people, and that white people are the superior culture, and the jokes around that. That may be Sam Hyde today, but that started with an active narrative that black and brown people are inherently violent. So for Fantano, I'm sorry if I said his name wrong, for him to like ignore those jokes that this nigga was making, like there's stand-ups, bro, of Sam Hyde laughing at Trayvon Martin. And there's stand-ups of him making these jokes that black people are inherently violent. For you to see that in 2014 and to not call it out for what it was, I'm looking at you some type of way, because Sam Hyde didn't just turn fringe. That's the foundation of those ideas. Like that's how it starts, is when you start thinking black people are inherently evil. Because you're essentially saying if someone isn't inherently evil, that means white people aren't. White people aren't inherently violent the way black people are. It's essentially what you're arguing. So for Anthony to see that and not call that out and to say he said it in the video, Sam is a little unhinged, but I like his comedic style. What the fuck do you like? Like, what is the humor here? Because what evolved from Sam Hyde's type of comedy, which I was watching in 2016 evolve into like mainstream Republican media, was racism. It was this idea that white culture is superior, white people are superior, and that's why they have the attitude they have now, because it started with people like Sam Hyde who were promoting this shit. So Anthony doesn't even acknowledge that, and he's so smart. I'm like, you know what I'm talking about? You know you would deliberately ignored this one issue, and he made it all about, oh, I'm not laughing at Trayvon Martin, but you're still laughing at Sam Hyde's jokes. What the fuck is so funny about Sam Hyde's jokes?
Because Sam Hyde was in that thing? In that thing?
He was a part of that whole thing. He was a part of that video. Because they were asking him in streams, they're like, why do you find Sam Hyde funny? Mm-hmm. Like, what is it about this comedy that's funny to you?
Because he didn't name him in the clip.
Who?
Right. Fantano didn't say Sam Hyde at all.
No, he did. He did.
He did?
It came a couple times. If you go to like Mark's minute 6, he brought him up a few times. Because the thing was, they were pressing him about it. Because he interviewed him.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm gonna have whoever want on my stream. Doesn't mean I fully agree with them, which is fair. I'm in support of that narrative. You should be we bring people on we don't agree with. My thing was, nigga, you gotta call out the racism. It was mad evident back then. It's even more evident now. That's my frustration with him. And he didn't acknowledge that, and they called him out on it, and he still ignored it. And instead of even acknowledging it, bro, he's going as far as being like, well, you did this. Like, he's pointing fingers back
at people.
And it's like, that's corny.
He's probably going through a frustrated moment. He's going through a very frustrating moment right now. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, and I could have sworn he said in the clip, like, the person brings on people to their platform, etc. So maybe he was talking about Sam Hyde or whoever he was on, because it was like one of those streams that multiple people were on.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. It was 4 people on the
whoever
stream.
was hosting it
is who brought him on.
Excuse me, brings on guests that are unhinged or very controversial. He was basically stating, and I guess he was defending it. He joined that, and he's like, people could do that, etc. People, I think, are just concerned. They want to make sure that Fantano is an ally, especially I want to say to the black culture.
Yeah.
Because when you are covering music, no matter what, black culture, from every level, we run music, whether it's even on a Spanish level. When it comes to Dominican culture, the Afro-Latinos, the Dominican culture runs like the Spanish, like there's so many different levels of black culture just running music. So when he covers music, especially the hip-hop albums, it always goes viral. His takes on hip-hop albums, they look at him like a hip-hop reviewer, right? They don't realize, obviously, Fantano covers all types of rock, all types of shit, bro. Shit that I never even heard of and probably will never listen to in my life. That's why I respect him, though, because he does so much genres. Like, it's insane.
I know, I respect him.
He does so much shit that I've never heard of. I'm like, oh my God. Like, he does new artists we never heard of, indie shit. He goes hard with the music shit. Like, it's all-encompassing.
Yeah.
But with the hip-hop shit now, we're like, damn, this guy's opinion, people are like, damn, oh, he said all this? And why did we even care about him? I thought he's not an ally. He's not, because when you're a white person in the culture, you're gonna be deemed either an ally or someone that's just trying to pass by in the culture, trying to like either sometimes you get accused of being a vulture, right? A culture vulture. Like that's to the level that some people take it to. I think that this man needs to, unfortunately, he just gotta deal with it. You gotta deal with it. Like him going back and going off on people, I don't think is the best option. But then at the same time, I'm not sure if him going away
would do anything either. Because
if he disappears, is like, because I would say disappear for a while, but it's like, I know that's not gonna have the greatest. There's nothing right you could really do here. You just gotta fucking.
But do you think
be smart, bro? Like stop doing dumb shit.
But Vic, honestly, you think the way he's handling it right now, where he's commenting under people's posts and everything?
No, he shouldn't be doing that.
Is that correct? Yeah, that's my only.
He shouldn't be doing it, but he's frustrated because he's already apologized for some of this shit in the past. So he's like, damn, now this shit's happening again.
That's life.
But it's like that happens, bro. Yeah. Because I think he doesn't realize how big he is. That's what it is. And we all go through. We went through it last week with the Black Boy Mac shit. Like. We're still small, but we're still big to people. So we don't realize how big we are sometimes when we're creating content. Yeah. We forget the audience. And he said it during the clip, which I like that quote where he was like, I forget that I'm not creating content just for myself. I'm creating content for my audience. Yeah. So he forgets that. And he was forgetting that a lot in the past. I hope you fix this shit. I saw that he was at the Clips concert. he you know what I'm saying? He's posting it. He's still out here. Like, he's still like, I'm still... Yeah. So like I'm a fucking ally. Like he's trying to remind people.
Mm-hmm. I'm still part of the culture. I seen that video where he's smiling when the Mike Tyson bar hits. Yeah, that was funny.
But now, unfortunately, for the rest of his career, he's probably gonna be called by a group of people, smaller group. It might get smaller throughout time, but people are gonna call him the racist white man.
Yeah, and they're always gonna bring it
even
up.
Though he's not. It's like they're gonna call him that because it's like, damn. So.
And someone asked a question I was gonna ask you. So SideQuest 301, $2. Thank you, bro. I bet you Drake will diss him on Iceman. I think so. He's getting bars.
Drake is definitely gonna diss Fantano on his next album. That's happening because Drake right now is like,
fuck everyone.
Like on some fuck everyone. Is like,
and they've had beef in the past. He's DM'd him.
He's happy about it. He's celebrating this. You know, that's why he posted that over this weekend, laughing at Fantano. What's your reaction to Fantano? Leave a comment. Fantano follows me, so shout out to Fantano. I would love to interview him about this topic in the future. Not on Zoom. I know you guys love interviewing Fantano on Zoom. I probably have to make that shit in person. They gonna love me for my ambition. And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast. Cap, if you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.